Hello, family. How are you today? I hope you're feeling amazing because today I brought you something super powerful, something that will give you a huge boost in your English learning journey and keep you motivated. It's not just any story. It's the speech of one of the richest men in the world, the founder of Alibaba, Jack Ma. His words can truly change the way you think about learning English and success. So make sure you watch this video all the way until the end, because what you are about to hear is very, very important for you. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can easily find all our videos and never miss new lessons. Part 1. The importance of the English language. In this part, I will show you what Jack Ma said about the English language. Here's what he said.
Good morning. What a wonderful moment it is to stand before so many dreamers, doers, and future leaders. When I look at all of you, I don't just see students or professionals. I see limitless potential. I see tomorrow's CEOs, inventors, artists, engineers, teachers, and global citizens. Some of you might build the next great tech company. Some of you might write best-selling novels, or even become global diplomats. But before any of that happens, there's one challenge most of us have to face. One big, scary dragon we need to tame. And no, it's not calculus or organic chemistry. It's something even more intimidating to many people around the world. I'm talking about English. Yes, English. That beautifully confusing, charmingly illogical, endlessly evolving language that has terrified generations of learners. The language where kernel is pronounced kernal, where debt has a silent B, and where the word set has over 400 definitions. English is the only language where you park on a driveway and drive on a parkway, where your fingers can go numb and your phone can go dumb. It's chaos, but somehow we love it. Now, I want to let you in on a little secret. I wasn't born speaking English. I struggled with it. I misunderstood things. I mispronounced words. I made people laugh, sometimes accidentally. But I kept going. And if I can learn English, not in a classroom, but by chasing opportunities and creating my own, then you can too. So today, I want to share with you how to tame this dragon in a way that is inspiring, practical, and just a little bit funny. You cannot learn something if you hate it. This is like trying to eat a durian if you hate the smell. You'll gag, you'll cry, you'll quit. So the first step to learning English is falling in love with it. When I was 12 years old, I decided I wanted to learn English. Why? Because I thought it would help me get a better job. Also, I liked watching foreign tourists in Hangzhou. They looked so happy and relaxed. I thought, if I learn English, maybe I can talk to them. Maybe I can be happy and relaxed too. So I did something crazy. Every morning from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m., I rode my bicycle to the Hangzhou Hotel and offered free tours to foreigners. Free! Can you believe that? If you ask a teenager today to wake up at 5 a.m., they think it's child abuse. But I was excited. I got to talk to people from America, Europe, Australia. I asked them, what does this word mean? And how do you pronounce that? They corrected me kindly. I made a lot of mistakes. Once, I told a lady she was very hot, meaning beautiful. But I didn't realize that in English, it sounds a bit inappropriate. But they laughed and I laughed. That's how I learned. So fall in love with English. Watch English movies. Listen to English music. Fall in love with the language like it's a person you have a crush on. Then you won't feel like you're studying. You're just enjoying. Most people treat English like math. They memorize grammar rules like formulas. Present perfect tense plus subject plus verb plus... Oh no, I already forgot. Let me ask you this. How did you learn your first language? Did your mother give you a grammar book when you were a baby? Did you sit down and study verb tenses before learning to cry?
No.
You used the language. You made mistakes. You said goo goo gaga and everyone clapped. Try saying that in a job interview now. The best way to learn English is by using it. Speak it, write it, listen to it, read it. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Just make sure people don't see you, or they'll call a psychiatrist. Write silly poems in English. Read the menu at McDonald's in English. Watch movies without subtitles or with English subtitles. If you only learn English to pass exams, then you will forget it after the exam. But if you learn English to live, you will keep it forever. This is my favorite part. When you learn a language, you must be willing to be shameless. You must be okay with sounding stupid, because you will sound stupid sometimes. That's okay. We all did. When I first tried to say beach, it came out sounding like a very bad word. Let's just say people were very confused why I was so excited about the sunny beach. But I didn't stop. I just laughed. I kept trying. I'll tell you a secret. Every time you make a mistake, your brain gets stronger. Every time someone laughs at your English, you are getting better than them. Because at least you are trying. So be shameless. Go to English corners. Chat with strangers. Open your mouth even if you sound like a confused robot. One day people will ask you, "How did your English become so good?" And you'll say, "Because I was not afraid to sound like an idiot."
When I was learning English, there was no internet, just cassette tapes. Do you know what a cassette tape is? It's like a fossil that plays music. Now you have YouTube, Netflix, podcasts, TikTok, online courses, apps, AI teachers like ChatGPT. Wait, am I advertising now? Use the internet. Find English-speaking YouTubers who talk about topics you love: gaming, cooking, fashion, business, anything. Join English learning groups on Facebook, Reddit, Discord. Ask questions, make friends, practice. But remember, don't just scroll through memes and cat videos. Okay, maybe just a few cat videos. They're good for the soul. Use your phone to become smarter, not just to look popular. Let me tell you something. Small goals make small progress. Big goals scare you, but they grow you. When I was young, my goal was not to get 90% on the English exam. My goal was to talk with people from all over the world, to understand movies without subtitles, to give speeches in English. And guess what? One day, I gave a TED Talk in English. I have spoken at Harvard, Stanford, the United Nations, all in English. Was it perfect? No.
Did I use big, complicated words?
No.
But I was understood, and I was proud. So set a crazy goal. Say, one day I will give a TED Talk in English, or I will write a novel in English, or I will flirt successfully in English. Okay, maybe that one is dangerous. But the point is, dream big. Sometimes, when I'm feeling nostalgic, or when I need a good laugh, I go back and listen to my old recordings from when I was just starting to learn English. Oh, my friends, it is comedy gold. I sounded like a confused GPS system from 1995. Turn left at, wait, no, go back. Recalculating. I was mixing up words, misplacing verbs, and inventing brand new grammar rules that no one on earth had ever used before. But you know what? I don't feel embarrassed, not even a little. I laugh. I laugh hard. Because every single one of those awkward moments was part of the journey. Every slip of the tongue, every incorrect sentence, every time someone looked at me confused, it all helped me grow. Learning a language is not like climbing a perfect staircase. It's like falling up a mountain. You trip, you slip, you occasionally roll back down.
But somehow, step by step, you still move upward. You have to enjoy the process, especially when it gets weird. Learning English should not feel like punishment. It should feel like a funny adventure. Yes, you will say strange things. Yes, people might laugh. But the truth is, they're not laughing at you. Most of the time, they're laughing with you. Because language is human, and humans make mistakes. One day, you will look back at these moments and say, "Wow, I really said that." And then you'll smile and say, "But look at me now." Because growth only comes when you keep going, even when your sentences sound like alien code. So laugh, keep trying, keep talking, keep learning. That's how you win. Let me leave you with this final thought. English is not just a subject you study in school. It is not a series of grammar rules or a long list of vocabulary words. It is a bridge between you and the world, a bridge between your dreams and your reality, between your ideas and someone else's understanding. Because of English, my world became bigger. I was able to meet people I never imagined. Entrepreneurs, scientists, students, presidents. I visited places I used to only see on TV or in magazines. I learned new ways of thinking. I realized that the world is not just about China, or the East, or the West. The world is one big community. And English helped me become a part of it. When I built Alibaba, I didn't just want to build a Chinese company. I wanted to build a global platform. And to do that, I needed to speak the language of the world. That language today is English. But here's the most important part. You don't have to speak perfect English. You just need to speak it with sincerity, with curiosity, with courage. Even a simple hello can open a door. Even if your grammar is wrong, even if your accent is strong, people will listen if you speak with heart. One day, someone will say, "Thank you for speaking with me. You helped me understand. You made me feel seen." And you will smile and say, "It all started with one awkward, brave word." So go out there, speak boldly, laugh loudly, make mistakes, make progress. And whatever happens, don't stop. Keep going.
Part 2. The Secret of True Success. After watching that powerful speech about the importance of English for success, now in Part 2, I will share another inspiring speech about the true driving force behind real success. So, let's hear the speech.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Before I begin today, I want to tell you a secret. Yes, a big secret. A billionaire secret. A CEO secret. You ready? Here it is. Put God first before you do anything. Yes, that's the secret. You can go home now. Speech is over. Thank you. Pause for laughter. Okay, don't go yet. Let me explain why I say this is the biggest secret I have learned in life. Bigger than market research. Bigger than technology. Bigger than your university degree. Even bigger than AI. Yes, I said it. Bigger than AI. Now listen, I've met people with all the qualifications in the world. PhDs, MBAs, computer science degrees, data scientists, even rocket scientists. But you know what? Some of them still feel lost. They have all the tools but no direction, all the maps but no compass. And that compass for me has always been God. When you put God first, you begin to make decisions not just from your head, but from your heart. You gain a sense of clarity that no algorithm can calculate. You gain peace that no therapist can prescribe. You gain strength in failure and humility in success. Putting God first doesn't mean you abandon logic or stop working hard. It means you acknowledge that your gifts, your talents, your opportunities, they all come from something greater than yourself. You stop trying to control everything and start trusting the process.
So yes, before you plan your startup, launch your product, apply for that job, or take that risk, put God first. Because when you align your life with purpose, with values, with something eternal, everything else begins to make sense. That's the real billionaire mindset. That's the real CEO mindset. Put God first. Every time. Always. No exceptions. Let me ask you something. Before you charge your phone, what do you look for? Power. Before you build a house, what do you need? Foundation. Before you go to space, what do you need? Permission from your mother? No? Okay, maybe from NASA. But seriously, everything in life starts with a source, a connection, a direction. So if you want to succeed in life, really succeed, not just make money, but have peace, joy, purpose, impact, you must be connected to the source. And the source is God. Let me be honest with you. When I was younger, I didn't really believe in God. I believed in hard work, discipline, hustle, Alibaba, and noodles. Yes, I was religious about noodles. Everyday noodle and dream. I failed my university entrance exam twice. Then I failed my job interviews. Even KFC rejected me. That's when I started thinking, maybe I need help from above. Even Colonel Sanders didn't believe in me. But God did. It's funny. When everything goes well, we forget God. But when we fail, we start praying. God, I promise, if you help me pass this exam, I will never sleep in class again. Then we pass, and next day, we are snoring like a lion. Audience laughs. But here's the truth. When I started to put God first, everything started to make sense. Life started to work, not just on the outside, but inside. Let me tell you something most people won't say in Harvard Business School or Silicon Valley. You need God in your business plan. Not just Excel sheets, not just investors, not just pitch decks. You need divine wisdom. When I started Alibaba, we were just 18 people in my apartment. We had no money, no brand, no business experience. What did we have? We had faith. We believed in something bigger than ourselves. And I tell you today, belief is a spiritual thing. You can't see it, you can't touch it, but you can feel it. It drives you when the whole world says no. That's the God factor. Many people wake up every morning and first thing they check is their phone. Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp. And then they see someone else driving a Lamborghini and suddenly, pressure. My friend is 23 and already bought 2 houses. Now your heart is beating fast, and it's not from exercise. But listen, before you check what's happening in the world, check in with the one who created the world. Start your day with prayer, not pressure. Because when you talk to God first, He reminds you your journey is different. You're not late, you're not behind. You're right where I want you to be. Let me ask you a serious question, and think carefully before you answer. If you had the chance to partner with someone who knows everything, who can see the future, who never makes mistakes, never lies, never breaks a promise, and owns literally everything in the world, would you say yes? Of course you would. You'd probably shout, "Where do I sign?" Well, that's God. Yes, God is the ultimate business partner. He doesn't need a LinkedIn profile. He doesn't need a business card. He doesn't even need a resume. His record is flawless. His track record is perfect. And get this, He doesn't ask for 50% equity. He doesn't take your profits. He doesn't demand interest on your blessings. All He says is, trust me, obey me, honor me. That's the deal. No complicated contracts, no hidden clauses, just simple, powerful faith. Now let me tell you something. When you do business God's way, when your company culture is built on integrity, when your decisions are guided by purpose, when your goals include more than just money, you may not grow as fast as your competitors. You may not go viral overnight. You may not be the next big thing in 6 months, but you will grow strong. You will grow steady. You will grow solid. And you will sleep well at night because your foundation is not just based on market trends, it's based on truth. I always say, a business built with God as the CEO never collapses, because when storms come, and they will, He holds it up with hands that never fail. So don't just invite God into your business, make Him the boss, and watch what happens. I remember one day early in Alibaba, I was about to meet a big investor. I was nervous. My English was not good, my slides were boring, my team looked like they just came from a college dorm. So I prayed. Yes, I prayed. I said, God, please don't let me look like a fool. Please help this investor have vision. Please help me not say something stupid. I walked in. Investor looked at me. I looked at him. Then he said, Jack, you don't look like a businessman. I said, that makes two of us. Laughter. But guess what? That investor said yes. Why? I believe God went ahead of me. Sometimes you don't need more preparation. You need more prayer.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Jack, I'm busy. I don't have time to pray. I don't have time for God. Let me tell you something. The more successful you are, the more you need God. When you are poor, it's easy to pray. God, give me food. But when you are rich, now you're like, God, I'm busy managing my empire. But the Bible says, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Let me be real with you. Money without peace is a curse. Fame without God is a disaster waiting to happen. So put God first, not after success, before success. People always tell me, Jack, you're so smart. I say, no, I'm just hardworking. But even that comes from God. Everything you have is a gift. Your brain, your smile, your energy, your ideas, your talents. They are not for you to show off. They are for you to serve. And when you use your gift the way God wants, He will multiply it. You're not just talented to make money. You're talented to make a difference. Put God first and He will show you how. Let's talk about love. I know some of you are praying for a boyfriend or girlfriend right now. God, send me someone tall, rich, and holy. But let me ask you, before you choose someone to marry, did you ask God? Or did you just check Instagram? Because let me tell you, filters can lie, but God never does. Before you date, pray. Before you marry, pray harder. Because the wrong relationship can delay your destiny, and the right relationship, when led by God, can multiply your purpose. Now listen to this carefully. In business, people love strategy. Jack, what's the best strategy? Sometimes the best strategy is obedience. God may tell you, don't go into that business. Don't hire that person. Don't invest in that stock. And you say, but God, the data looks good. But He sees what you don't see. If you obey, even when it doesn't make sense, you will save yourself from disaster. Many people fail not because they didn't work hard, but because they didn't listen to the still small voice. Some people only remember God when there is an emergency, like He is a spare tire. Boom, flat tire, God, please help. But when life is smooth, they don't talk to Him. Let me tell you, God is not your last resort. He should be your first response. Talk to Him daily, not just when you need something, but because you love Him, because He loves you. Some people think if I put God first, I will never fail. That's not true. Even with God, you will face challenges, but here's the difference. You will never face them alone. God will walk with you. He will give you strength. He will turn your pain into power, your test into testimony, your scars into stars. When I failed the first time, I cried. When I failed the second time, I doubted myself. When I failed the third time, I said, God, what are you trying to teach me? And that's when I grew. Let me end with this. Every day, schedule time for God.
If you can schedule meetings, flights, gym time, and dates, why not schedule time with your Creator? 10 minutes of prayer in the morning can change your whole day. Read the Word, worship, talk to God like a friend, because He is your greatest helper, biggest cheerleader, and best strategist. My friends, you can build your life on many things: money, fame, success, but all of those things are temporary. Only God is eternal. When you put Him first, you get wisdom, you get peace, you get clarity, you get protection, you get favor. And even if the world is against you, you will not fall because your foundation is strong. So today, I challenge you. Before you start your business, put God first. Before you accept that job, put God first. Before you marry, put God first. Before you make big decisions, put God first. Before you scroll Instagram, open your Bible. Because at the end of your life, it won't matter how many followers you had, how many degrees you collected, or how many houses you bought. What will matter is this: did you know God? Did you trust Him? Did you put Him first? Thank you. May God bless your life, your dreams, and your destiny. Put God first, and everything else will fall into place.
Conclusion. So, my friends, we learned two big lessons today. First, English is the key that opens doors all around the world. Second, true success comes when you build your life on strong values, with faith in God at the center. Put them together, and nothing can stop you. Stay motivated, keep learning, and remember, your journey to success is just beginning. See you soon.